sorrow all through his day.
Hey y'all, how y'all doing? Mike here. So today we're going to tie a variant on the Delaware Adams. Davey McFowl, if you ever watch his channel on YouTube, recently posted a variant of the Delaware Adams. It looks just like this. It's got the traditional Adams grizzly hackle tip wings, furnace brown and grizzly saddle hackle for the collar, small thin grizzly, about a size 20, maybe 18 on the body, and then a Cote de Lion tail and olive dubbing. But this is a Catskill fly from the lower part of New York. Great fishing in the area, but I wanted to make my own spin on this fly, another variant, which I like to call the Carolina Adams. And here it is. This is a whulff style fly, big calf body hair wings, and the furnace and grizzly. And the only difference is the also I use a natural elk tail. So let's get to it. So for this fly right here, I'm going to use UTC 70 in olive green. And I like this type of thread because you can split it, you can thin it out, flatten it by spinning the thread. And I'm going to use it on the Norvise automatic bobbin just because it's just more convenient for me. And then I'm going to get some calf white body hair. This is from Orbis. Get my hair scissors. You get a cleaner cut. And just trim a piece. Not too much. May thin it out. Get out all the underfur. And then just take that and, oh, there it is. Just put that in your hair stacker. And you'll see it comes out nice and even. Anything that got stuck, go ahead and pull that out. Didn't quite get out on the underfur. Doesn't take too much of the stuff to really get a good full wing. So go ahead, measure it out right there, and about a quarter of the length down the shank of the hook. 1, 2, 3. And just kind of tie that stuff in really tight. And then before you cut it, go ahead and bring these feathers back, these fibers back, and put a little bump right there. That's going to help keep it. And now don't use, if you can avoid, don't use your micro tip scissors. Get you some good serrated all-purpose scissors like this right here. There we go. And then they'll come in, pull all those fibers up, and then you'll get a real clean cut. There we go. If you miss any fibers though, come in with your micro tip scissors and trim those down. And now I'm just gonna work my thread all the way, I'm gonna clean up a little bit. All the way, about a turn or two before the barb. And then cut off, you're gonna use about a half a dozen fibers or so. And this is a natural gray elk hair. You can also use, if you want a longer tail, you can use moose mane, which I think works really well. Just like you would use on a royal humpy or something like that. Moose mane looks beautiful because after all, this is an attractor pattern, just like you would a stimulate or something like that. It's an attractor pattern, so you can adjust things the way you like. Like if you want to add small details to act more like a mayfly. Like I said, you can add that moose mane for the longer tail. And all I'm gonna do is about the gape of the hook at about and a half, maybe at the most. I'll come in with a loose turn, not letting go, and then 1, 2, just working your way up the shank of the hook, and then once you get about halfway to where the butt ends of these of the calf hairs tied down, come in with your scissors and just snip those off, and then touch and turns. You can come up and join the two. There you go. Keep in mind your taper. Okay. Now, the hackle I'm going to use is a whiting silver, and this is a Herbert Minor dry fly hackle, and you're going to look for these feathers right along this area right here, these really thin ones. So I'm going to grab probably about a size 20 to an 18, and then break off the end of it. And I'm going to tie this in right here at the tip. So I'm just going to draw some of these fibers back and tie it in right at the tip, right at the back. Now, when you tie a Delaware Adams, usually you tie your hackle in here. You tie your hackle in right here at the base of the wing, and then work your dubbing backwards. Wrap the hackle to the back of the fly, and then use your thread as the rib going forward. Which is, you can do that. I just honestly, I'm not a big fan of using your threading front to back. I like threading. I mean, I like dubbing from the back of the fly. I like dubbing from the back of the fly to the front. So come in here with your dubbing. And this is olive. I've also tied this right here with traditional Adams, the muskrat gray. This dubbing's not quite wanting to cooperate. I got too much wax on my fingertips, I think. Not purposely. My lips are really chapped from the sun, so I've been applying chapstick. That's causing my dubbing stick. Let me wash my hands off just a little bit. Drink some of that wax off of them. Okay, that's better. Yeah, that's better. Just come in with a turn, pull, twist, and you can do that all the way down. Keep in mind to your taper. There we go. I need a pinch more. And this is just regular dry fly dubbing. Not that much. Too much. It's better to put too little dubbing on your thread than too much, because it's kind of hard to get off sometimes. And I'm going to stop that by right there. Now the way I'm going to do it, I'm just going to throw a quick half hitch in, and then put that there, and then give this right here a spin. Do 1, 2, and I'm going to, as soon as it gets right, there you go, palmer that forward. Usually about 6 turns. Yeah, right there. And now cross your thread, bring it straight up and over. There we go. I'll try to bring those fibers back just a little bit. Perfect. Now if you got fibers sticking all over the place like I do here on top, don't worry about it too much, because when you come in with your bigger hackle, it's just going to cover all that up. So then I'm going to split the wing. One, and split it evenly. There we go. once you split it, go ahead and post them off. If you like to post off your wings, posting them off will keep them bunched together a little bit more. Some people don't like that. Some people want big wide wings. If that's the case, you don't have to post them off. You can just leave them. I think posting them off makes it a little bit easier to wrap hackle around them. And if you, as you can see too, I keep mine off to the side. Very well. Hold my thread up. I keep my wings posted off to the side very much because I really want that shadow. And I think when you post your wings off to the side really heavily, it kind of casts that shadow and helps the helps the fly stay more upright. Okay. And then lastly, come in here with 2 hackle feathers in the size 14. And the reason I'm going down a size is because that big bump from where you tied in the calf tail or the calf body hair, that is going to make the hackle seem longer than it really is. And also a furnace, and this is another whiting herb minor dry fly saddle. There we go. Perfect. Just don't forget, just bring your feather in and tear off that wide end. Tie one at the stem. Bring that in. Bring another one in. Your furnace. And then come in here with a little bit more dubbing. Not much. Just enough. As soon as you get it, you can pull it. And then make that little ball right there behind the wing. And then all the way toward the eye. Call a little calf tail, come in and snip that off real quick. Cool. And I'm gonna throw in a half hitch at the eye. I use a lot of half hitches because I use my rotary vise for just about everything. And then come in here and just kind of 1, 2, 3 behind. Bring that back. Oh, let go. There we go. Come in, pull your wing back without letting go of your hackle. Do 1, 2, 3 in front. Come in, cross your thread on both of them. You can wrap these one at a time. I just wrap them together because I think it displays the colors a little bit better. When I wrap one hackle and then the next, I find that the second one kind of comes through more. The color of the second one kind of shows through more because it kind of lays the fibers down. And I only do that. I only do this in my whulff style flies, which are heavily hackled. When I'm tying other patterns, I'll do one at a time. When you're tying these whulff style flies, which are heavily hackled, you'll end up matting the fibers down and laying them down. And then just pull everything back and form your head. And then come in, whip finish. 1, 2, without catching all your fibers. 1, 2, 3, 4. There you go. Just trim it, and then 1, 2. And then post your thread. And that's pretty much it. That is the Carolina Adams. A little bit of head cement. You're good.
It flows underneath the 32 bridge and cuts through the heart of South Georgia. Big copperhead.